Welcome to BIO-CHEM Physics Academy. Let's solve these questions. This question is based on velocity time graph. The question says, the graph above shows the motions of a motorist and the total distance traveled by the motorist is 80 meters. What is the maximum speed? Here, we have to first calculate the maximum speed. Although the car was started from rest, and since the car started from rest, then we have the whenever a body is starting from rest, then the initial velocity will always be 0. Whenever a body is starting from rest, the initial velocity will always be 0. In this case, the initial velocity is 0. And the question says, we should first calculate what is the maximum speed. To get to maximum speed, which is velocity here, although according to the parameters given, we are given our total distance. As 80 meters. So now, to use this graph to calculate the maximum speed, we have to look for the area of this right angle triangle. This is rectangle, and this is another right angle triangle. So we have to first look for the areas of this right angle triangle, the areas of this rectangle, and the areas of this last right angle triangle. Let's use that question. So the areas of right angle triangle is half of breadth times height. And the areas, let me see, our maximum speed is half times breadth times height plus the areas of this rectangle, which is height times breadth plus the last right angle triangle, which is half of half times height times breadth. So then we can say our speed is half times what is the breadth here is it's a 4 times what is our height. It still remain as v plus what's height here, our v, times what's our breadth. Our breadth is difference between 9 and 4 is 5. Then our breadth here is 5 plus half times what's our height here, still remains as v, then times what's our breadth here, difference between 15 and 9 is is 6, is equal to 80 meters. We are given 80 meters as total distance traveled. Then is equal to 2 goes there 1, 2 goes in 4, how many times 2 v plus 2 goes there plus v times 5 is you can say 5v plus 2 goes there 1, 2 goes in 6, how many times 3. Then we can say plus 3v is equal to 80. Then you can say this is equal to 2 plus 5 is 7 plus 3 is is 10. You can say our 10v is equal to what? 80. 80. Then we have to what? To find our maximum speed, we can what now what? Divide both sides by 10. So to divide both sides by 10, we can say our 10 is equal to 10 v divided by 10 is equal to what? 80 divided what? By 10. So we can say then this cancel this, our 0 cancel 0, then our v which is maximum speed is what? Is 8 meter per second. So now the second question says determine the distance cover. The uniform as the question B6, I'm sorry. The question B6, the uniform accelerations in the first 4 seconds is the uniform acceleration in the what? In the first 4 seconds is. So to calculate the uniform acceleration in the first 4 seconds, our acceleration is equal to what? Final velocity minus what? Minus initial velocity by what? Over time. So in this case, the initial velocity here is what? Is 0. Because I said it earlier that whenever a body is what? Is starting from rest, the initial velocity is always what? 0. But when the body is coming to rest, the final velocity is what? Is always 0. So in this case, we are given the initial velocity, which is what? 0. Here, our u, let's say our u is equal to what? 0. Then we already gotten our what? Our maximum speed. Here, our maximum speed, which is what? 8 meters per second, which is what? Is the final velocity. So now here we can say A is equal to what? V, which is what? 8 minus what? 0 all over. What's our time? For the what? Is what is the question says what? It says the uniform acceleration in the what? In the first 4 seconds. So the body started from rest to attain the velocity of what? 8 meters per second. At what? At what? At 4 what? Seconds. So in this case, our time, the first 4 seconds, our time is what? Is 4. So here you can say our acceleration is what? 8 minus 0 is what? Is 0. We can say 2 goes the how many times? 2. 2 goes the how many times? Oh, let me say 8 divided by 4. We can say 8 divided by 4 is what? 8 goes the how many times? 2. So our acceleration is what? 2 meters per second square. So now the last question, but not the least, 6. Determine the distance covered during the retardation. It says determine the distance covered during the retardation. Retardation the retardation is also the same thing as what? As deceleration. And retardation is what? Is a negative of what? Of acceleration. And whenever we are talking about retardation, this occur when a body is what? Is coming to rest. So it occurs in a situation, in a case whereby a brake, or yes, a brake is applied on a what? On a moving body. Let's assume a vehicle is moving, then a brake is suddenly applied. Then in that case, retardations or decelerations are what? Has occur. So now to calculate what? The distance, the total, the determined distance covered during the what? During the what? Retardation. If I have to determine the total distance during the retardation, then we are what? We have to calculate the what? The areas of the what? Of this right angle triangle, of this rectangle, and this what? And this the last right angle triangle. So now to calculate the what? The total distance, we can say our total distance is equal to the areas of this is what? Half of what? Half times what? Half of BH plus what? B times what? Height times what? Plus what? Plus half of what? Half of what? Half of bread times what? Height. So our total distance will also be half times what's our breadth here? Here is 4. We have 4 times our height, which is the maximum speed, 8. So plus breadth times height here should be what? Difference between 9 and 4 is what? Difference between 9 and 4 is what? Is 5. You can say 5 times 8 plus difference between 9 and 15 is what? Is 6. Then you can say 6 times what? 6 times half of 6 times 8. So here, answer is equal to what? Here we can say 4 times 8 is what? 32. Then 2 goes here. Okay, let's use half times 32 plus 5. 5 times 8 is what? 8 times 5. 8 times 5 is what? 40. Yes, you can see 40 plus 6 times 8 is what? We have 48. You can say half of what? Half times 48. So in this case, we can say 2 goes there 1. 2 goes in 32 how many times? 16. So we have 16 plus 40 plus 2 goes there 1 and 2 goes in 48, which is what? We can say is what? 24. So now we can say here, so our final, our total velocity, the total distance is now 16 plus 40 is what? We have 56. And 56 plus 24 is what? 60. We should be what? 60 plus 20 is what? We have 80. Here, we have what? 80 meter for our total distance. Thanks for watching.